Oh! Hey, I didn't see you there. You want to see some premium Bibles? What's up? Welcome back, or if you're new to this channel, I do Bible reviews every single week, and if you're interested in that, hit that subscribe button if you want to, okay? But anyway, let me get into today's video. Well, first off, a humongous shout out to WONTON Disciple. This is another YouTuber here on YouTube who does Bible reviews, and this video today is able to happen because he actually sent me one of these Bibles that you're going to be seeing today, and he didn't even ask for a shout out or anything like that. So really, he sent this Bible just so that I'm able to do this video for you right now. So definitely check out his channel. I'm 90% sure if you like my channel that you're gonna like his channel. So I'll have a link in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into it. It is going to be a battle of the ages. Two Schuyler PSQs, personal size Quentels, for those of you that don't know. The smaller version of the Quentel, same pagination, right? Let me not get too specific here, but let me go ahead and grab them. Boom! Here we have the one that was sent to me by WONTON Disciple, the NKJV Personal Size Quentel in the marbled mahogany calfskin, and then we have the CSB Personal Size Quentel in the Tuscany calfskin in full yap. So there is going to be some differences between these. I'm going to show the differences in the covers, and then after that I'm actually going to show you some of the differences of just these two PSQs in general, aside from translation, obviously. I was going to take these out, but I think let's just go ahead and get on the desk and get a close-up look at everything. Okay, let's go. Okay, so really quickly, I do want to clarify that this is not really a battle, right, between these two Bibles. These are both very high quality, very nice Bibles. So this is more so just to show you some of the differences and help you out in a potential purchase of one of these Bibles if you are looking into these. It's just a fun video. So there you have it. Again, the bottom of the box, the Jerusalem cross in the center. And as you can see, this box of the CSB is bigger than the marbled mahogany because it is a full yap. So both of these are going to be in a clamshell box, and here you have your first look at the marbled mahogany calfskin. New King James, very nice. I'm not going to be doing an in-depth review of these because I don't want to take too long. I just want to show you some of the main differences here and give you a nice comparison. Boom. And here's your first look at Tuscany. This is a card, I will say, that you get whenever you get a Schuyler. Whoa, geez, didn't mean to do that like that. But anyway, okay. So here you have it. See, they're both, even though this has a full yap. So for those who don't know what a full yap is, that is this piece that is hanging over the pages. Full yap is because it touches. If it didn't touch, it could have a semi-yap. This, so see, really no yap. I mean, a little bit to come over, but it's not really much there. So that is what it is. So right out the gate, because of that full yap, you have this tooled line that they do. That's really nice. Goes right around the text block there. So the text block is going to be the same. See, same size text block. Oh, there's the other card. So, and then another similarity you'll see here is that they both have the brown calfskin liner. We'll put them next to each other. You see, you have the same raised spine hubs in the same place. Oh my gosh, sorry, I hit my tripod there. These both have a gold guild. A big reason WONTON Disciple, his name is John, did send me this was so that I could compare these covers, right? So if you look at this cover, let me show you the grain. Marbled, hence the name, right? Looks really nice. Now the Tuscany is an aniline calfskin leather, which means I'm going to read straight from Schuyler's description here. It reveals the life of the animal in the natural grain, exhibiting pores, healed scars, insect bites, scratches, fat wrinkles, etc. Expect perfect imperfections. This beautiful leather will show marks and stains over time and develop a rich patina with use. Now let me show you this one. So you will notice the Tuscany calfskin is definitely smoother. Smoother, not as grainy as the marbled mahogany. This one definitely has more texture. This is definitely smoother. Now don't get me wrong, this is soft, but you have, like, hear that? Maybe it sounds the same. Maybe that was not a good comparison. But anyway, definitely more texture. And then the second thing you're going to notice is floppiness. Now, he did inform me that this was used, and he used it quite a bit as well. So this one is broken in. Whereas my CSB, I haven't used it a ton, honestly. So it's not as broken in. But he did tell me that this is pretty much how most marbled mahoganies feel for the most part. So you definitely have more flop. More of a floppy feel in the marbled mahogany as opposed to the Tuscany calfskin here. See how stiff it is? Definitely stiffer. Like, I'm sure it'll break in more, but you can tell just by feel. If this was anything how this felt when you first got it, then this is definitely way floppier than the Tuscany. Like, I'm sure you can just tell, like, this is nice. I personally like how solid this feels, and just like that it has a stiffness to it. Even though I usually really like floppy Bibles, and I do. I mean, this feels super nice, so don't get me wrong on that, okay? So it's just going to be a preference thing, really, and these are both really cool options in my opinion. Okay, so now we're going to move on to more of the interior comparisons. Because they are two different colors, you do have two different color Art-Gilts. So the Tuscany has a burnt sienna, and the marbled mahogany has red. When it comes to the chapter numbers, one thing I noticed is it appears, now it's really close, but I think in the CSB, the red is a little bit darker on the chapter numbers. It could just be my eyes, but yeah, let me bring them close to you. They're both they're both a really dark red, honestly, but I think the CSB's red is darker. And then the second major thing is the words of Christ. So CSB is black letter, so no change in color for the words of Christ, whereas the NKJV is red letter. So I know that is another big preference detail, whether you like red letter or not. And I know these are two different translations, so these might not even be two that you're like trying to decide between, but it's a good detail to know about. One thing I will say about this red letter is that it is a very nice red letter. I actually personally did not know that the PSQs were red letter, because this was the first PSQ, first Schuyler, first super premium Bible I actually got, so I just thought it was the way that the PSQ was, honestly. So I did not know that they did red letter. But upon seeing it, it is an excellently done red letter. So there you have it, guys. The two Schuyler PSQs battling it out. I'm just kidding. Just a comparison of these two Bibles, you know, and the two covers. So with the marbled mahogany, you see here you have in gold stamped Holy Bible, New King James Version, and the Jerusalem cross with Schuyler, whereas on the Tuscany, it's blind stamped. So there you have that. And yeah, if I had to choose between these two, like assuming they were the same translation, I would choose this one again, I think. Would I get full yap? I'm not sure. The full yap, I'm like unsure of it really. I like how easy it is to just handle and deal with just a regular yap as opposed to, you know, having to like move these out of the way. I mean, some people just are good at using them, and maybe that's something that happened over time. But yeah, I think maybe just regular yap is fine for me personally. But I do like the somewhat stiffness and just sturdiness of the Tuscany. It just feels like a nice leather. Hard to describe, honestly. And there's a look at that floppiness, right? So look, you can just see how like this is like stiff, and like look at this. Right? So, I mean, this can get floppier over time. So yeah, I would pick this one. But again, these look very different, right? You might not want a Bible that stands out this much. Not that it's like hot pink, but it's bright, you know? It probably looks a little bit brighter on camera than it actually is, but it's still, you know, it's a light colored Bible. Whereas this is more subtle, more classic, just a brown Bible. You have that red under. This is still like decently subtle in my opinion. Just I think it's just natural looking, right? And it looks clean, looks nice. Okay, so I've started just rambling quite a bit. I should have wrote down all the details I wanted to talk about, but I think I hit all of them. Okay, so hopefully I helped you guys out. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like. I really do hope it's been kind of helpful for you in making a decision, or, you know, just to know the differences between these two covers and a little bit about the differences in other ways, right? But both of these are really awesome Bibles. I'm going to have a link to Evangelical Bible in the description below if you want to check out any of the other Bibles they have, because they have some great stuff on there. You can actually currently buy the New King James marbled mahogany calfskin. You cannot currently get the CSB and the Tuscany, but you can always look for them secondhand. Sometimes people are selling them. And that is all I have today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.